What's going on in Roll20?
I don't know. Angst
Well,
said
we're supposed to be there.
Yeah. Well, Angst.
Howley!
Yeah, but Angst, what? I'm in here.
No, you're not.
Pretty sure I am.
I'm looking at the names. Unless your name is Sticky
There he is.
There you go.
See? I'm there.
Sticky Finger Third Bomb. It just works.
I love how Nase and I are the only ones with our actual names up here right now.
I know, right?
I can
And
fix that.
even then, that's debatable.
Yeah, see, really?
Especially with you, Nase.
What are you talking about? I'm Nase.
You know what I'm talking about.
I mean, then again, nobody calls you Sean, so...
Sean!
Yes, my name is not Third Bomb.
Don't worry, guys. My name is not. It just works.
So
I know it's hard to believe, but
So I glitched out for most of the part. What happened?
Yeah, that was. By the way, that little noise that might have you not heard, just kind of flying in the background. That was Jack the whole time.
you mean Sticky
Yeah.
Finger?
Sticky Finger.
First name Sticky, last name Finger.
No, that's not my name.
Yes, it is.
They call me They call me Stacy. They call...
Oh
You're
my god.
distorting, Niv. Stop.
By the way, why do we still have that butter on?
Because it's a tasty butter.
Why is it green?
Because it's frozen.
Frozen.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, Inks. Did you see last time
Yes.
what happened?
Yes, I did.
I got to introduce Butteralls. It was great. I'm happy with that. I
How
got
difficult is it for people to buy cell phones?
Apparently, very difficult.
it's not as difficult as you might think. It's just if you want cheap phones.
The store made
Right.
it difficult.
I
I'll
need
be
to
right
lower
back.
Niv a little bit here.
Why, was it some kind of magic IKEA?
Literally, it's like the bargain section. They're like,
Oh god.
They
Oh, you
put
got
an
it.
illusion in the floor to make you afraid of things to leave the aisle.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. It was a marketing ploy this whole time, and then they caused property damage because of it. It was glorious.
No, I mean, to be fair, they probably should expect that.
Oh,
This part is, if they bust Navi out, they need to go back there because she still needs a phone.
that's right. That was part of the other reason why you guys were going there. Was to
yeah,
get
we're
Navi
planning
a
to
phone.
get three. We're planning to get 3 phones, but then she disappeared.
You still should have got 3 phones just in case. Good times.
I'm back.
Welcome, Front.
So
So,
what's going on?
laughing. Lots of laughing, reminiscing about what happened last time.
And how you fuckers
Dragon
forgot
Ball
to
Z.
buy Navi a phone.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. I think Master was more worried about trying not to get sued.
Sued?
Property
Yeah.
damage.
Or arrested.
Well, arrested
Oh,
is
right.
one
Well,
thing.
if they'd gotten arrested, then maybe you could have gotten to Navi soon. I mean, what?
You also could have given her a phone.
Oh yeah, because prison allows phones.
Maybe
well,
it does.
when you go to help her, you could give her the phone after the fact.
Hey, maybe I'll have Master go do that in between.
I like how
could I-
Maska just has money, but by the end of it, it's just like, yeah, Maska, you're broke.
My dad's gonna kill me. My dad's gonna kill me.
Well, it's like gives Cecily even more reason to feel guilty.
You know, I should. Considering his father is
A father.
archaeologist, I should probably give him a benefit wealth. Maybe the first level of wealth.
A rock.
Yes, because the archaeologists are known for their money.
Listen, he's really, really good at it. Okay?
He's like the Indiana Jones of Morocco.
He's
I mean,
what
shit,
better?
he's the Jackie Chan. of
But even
Morocco.
Indiana Jones had to supplement his income with being a professor.
Yeah, but maybe he's just that good.
Maybe.
Maybe
He's
he's,
way
been,
better.
maybe he's Ben Fraser from The Mummy.
Oh, and he ends up making a lot of the money with all the artifacts that he goes down with his Indiana Jones hat, and he carries a whip as well. Why not? Because we're just doing the full Indiana Jones motif here. And then he ends up getting these magical artifacts to sell to other people while at home in Araku.
That's probably how Mascot got his mask, actually.
In fairness, I suggested Jackie Chan.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, you did.
That's how
Well-
Mascot got his mask.
well, your dad ended up having you buy the mask off of him because...
No, he just gave them to him because, I mean, shit, man, go well.
It's just like, dangerous mess. Hey, son,
No,
you want
Dangerous
to play
mask, dangerous
No,
child.
what happened,
Yeah, it seems
what
like
happened was that he had the masks hanging on the mantle because he thought they looked pretty. And then Masco one day while playing just like pulled him down and was like, "This seems like a fun toy." He's like, "Masco, no!"
it. Puts it on, flies. Oh, so that's what they do.
Huh.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Mascot can fly?
I don't know. He can wall crawl, I think.
Which one of them does that?
I know Ariel does.
I mean, the
not
mask
go-
boy.
Oh.
Streamers aren't going to get that reference.
What, that Ariel
Oh.
can fly?
Yes.
He can't
She
fly.
turns into dragon.
The mask gives him the ability to wall crawl from magical mutation.
Fun.
He-
Okay, so since we are still waiting on Haunter, but we're gonna get things started, get things rolling, because
Figure out what the hell you guys are gonna do to rescue your friend.
yeah, especially since we're 8 minutes into this little live stream of ours.
And we've been doing nothing but talk this whole time.
Well, I mean, a lot of people like to listen to the podcast style stuff, so you know.
yeah.
Ace, what are you
it's
doing? What are you doing over there?
Having fun.
What is he doing? Where?
I just see Alex just getting flopping up and down.
If anything,
Oh.
that would be Anks and Jack currently dicking around with their pogs. So
That's
because
why I was saying. That's why I was like, hey, what are you doing over there?
It's because they're bored.
No, just so something on the screen changes for the live stream.
Okay.
Cecily doesn't flip because she's currently in the fetal position.
Oh yeah, true. You're right.
Do. Okay.
seriously moping.
So, for now, we're going to say Ariel is having a little bit of a buttersicle.
She's probably the fastest one out of all of you. If anyone needs to arrive late on scene for a big damn heroes moment, she's the one who's most able to pull that off.
Yeah. So, when it comes down to it, you guys need a plan if you're going to do anything. So what are you guys going to do?
Well, first things first, we should probably check to see if she's still being escorted to said prison.
Yeah. Is she?
As if I'm just going to tell you. You guys need to do a little
I
bit
know,
of
we need
something
to
for
roll.
us. Oh, yeah, kind of.
I'm sorry. I
So
should've let
I'm
this
sorry.
session, we are going to implement something a little bit interesting. Certain
Alright.
checks actually recommend that the GM rolls them for you, so you don't know the exact result other than what the GM tells you. Such checks include things like insight, perception, and investigation.
Is that why you rolled my insight when we weren't here?
Yes, I was testing out a thing, and the thing was broken because if audience can see how many rolls I did to test, and you're only seeing 2 of those rolls.
Yeah, critical hit and 16.
Yeah. How busted was it?
Oh, it was just that it was actually showing you guys what the results were.
Oh, that
And
was
that's
not
no good.
So, I will say, though, while it will be either me or Nase, depending on who's got the thing open, doing the role of this is what the result is, in order for us to do that, you guys do need to tell us how you're planning on investigating stuff, or looking around, or whatever it is you're going to do.
Right. Now, there is... Yeah, so basically, we're going to be doing your passive perception rolls on our own time, so when you ask, do you notice something, we're not going to ask you to roll your perception check anymore. We will let you know what you notice, and we'll more than likely whisper it to you if it's going to be just you alone, so you can decide whether you are going to share that with everyone else.
Kind of like
Roger,
we did at the end of the last episode.
Yeah, I started trying to implement the whole whisper to certain players as to what's going on.
Nase?
Yes.
Oh, you cut out for a second.
He didn't cut out for me, so...
Shit! What did you say?
It fucking begins.
I was just basically saying how I started implementing that last session.
Oh, okay.
With the whole fear rolls that were going on.
Mm-hmm.
So that's also part of the reason why I actually record my chat system, so that the audience can read what the heck's going on.
Roger that.
Mm-hmm.
Roger, Duck Dodger.
Also,
Roger.
yeah, so it's going to be very interesting to see how things play out with you guys not knowing the full results of your rolls. Because if you roll like a 1 or something, I hear on a regular basis how it's like, shit, I screwed up more big time, or something along those lines. And
In the meantime, I actually have to go to the bathroom. Shit!
Yeah. So then it's like...
It's not like you can actually fail a skill check like that.
Well, yes, there's no way to actually crit fail the skill check, like, guaranteed-wise. But if you roll a natural...
You don't see this shit you arguably would want to see.
Yeah, because, for example, let's say you roll a natural 1. And you end up...
Assuming your perception is not ludicrously high already.
Well, yeah, but...
I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, this live stream's going off great.
Yeah.
So let's say you roll a natural 1, and you end up... And you're the one that rolls it. So you now have a perception that whatever I say in terms of the insight that you have gained is false. No matter how high of a bonus you've gained, you have in addition to that, because you could have at max 17 plus 17. So if you roll a 1, that's an 18 in total, and the DC could have been 15, and you would have succeeded. But if you don't, but if you know that it's a 1, you will be perceived to have. Welcome back. You'll perceive that whatever I tell you is false, in a way. Or if you roll a nat 20, you're going to assume whatever I tell you in terms of your insight is fully true. So we're just going to try to get rid of that kind of perception.
What?
You know?
That was a thing? What?
Well, okay.
I don't get it.
Basically, we're trying to
Whatever.
get rid of biased perception in terms of investigation checks. Like, do I need to investigate further into this, or did I get everything that I could? Well, you're not going to fully know.
It's just whether or not you get X,
right,
depending on DC.
But you're not going to know how well you did because of that. You just have the information. That's going to be what... Well, you might end up knowing
was that
after
not how
the fact.
it used to work?
No, because when you roll the die before, it's like, we'll tell you information, but because of how well you rolled, because you see what you rolled, you could take an assumption or a guess that you did really well or you really sucked. Like, if you rolled a 1 and it was plus 0 and you have a 1 in total, you can assume anything that you gained was bad.
Unless the DC was 0.
Yeah, unless the DC was 0, but even still, it's like
You're trying to see an ant that you're actually looking at. You can't miss it.
But yeah, basically that's the skewed perception that you'll get, and you'll hear the players telling about that. Now, yes, John?
I have a question. Which skill question? I can't talk. What skills are you gonna roll passively?
Perception rolls are going to be the main ones we're going to roll passively.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you have a passive perception in most tabletops anyway.
Right. When it comes to active rolls, you're going to have to tell us if you're going to
Whether or not you want to do it, yeah.
actively do investigation or insight or perception, and we are going to roll any of those 3 rolls for you.
So instead of just rolling and get the result, we're just gonna continue investigating.
Right, because this way, whatever information that you gain, only Niv and I will know what you rolled, so we know how much information to give you. But you won't know if you got a lot of information or not a lot of information.
Okay, I think I get it.
Yeah. So this way you can play a little more closely to what your character knows and not what you can metagame knowing.
Okay.
That's the big thing, metagaming. Blech, blech, blech. I try to avoid the stuff myself.
Evil.
I love how the first 17 minutes of this live stream has just been us talking, and it's been fun.
We
It's
really wanted it to be here. We're stalling for as much time as we can.
I know. Okay. Well, things that you can do without Haunter being here
Yes.
is coming up with a plan for what you guys are going to be doing. So the first thing you asked me was, or me and Niv,
If
is...
she's getting carried away to the station as of now.
Okay. So, while I'd love to answer that question, just giving it straight to you, how would you guys try to find out whether she is or not?
How close is she being arrested?
Or maybe we could see if the news mentioned that that's still being carried out in progress.
Oh yeah.
We can just continuously watch the said channel the TV's on.
All right. I'm trying to think how much time would have passed. Not a lot of time has passed, really. You guys have just left the facility, so you guys just saw the newsreel. It's still stating the original things that Niv's the one that stated back in
Blast.
episode 3.
Did Masca and Cecily get back to the warehouse yet or nah?
No, I was saying that your character... Yeah, I guess your character is just over there at the warehouse, I guess.
Yep.
Waiting.
Watching
always
the
waiting.
TV oh,
Come
dear
back,
God.
help me!
So yeah, I guess we're heading back to the warehouse.
Because I kind of retconned the fact that you followed with him, because I only had him follow with, just in case Hanks came in later.
Yeah.
He never
Well,
did.
I did tell you.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
You
Nase,
said you might not be in that session.
Yeah, in
So-
that case, don't wait for me, is what I said.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't wait for you. I was just
And then
holding on to your
after-
character just in case you came in.
He has a bike and a ton of blood horses. It's fine. He can get anywhere he likes.
and then after the fact, Angst pretty much confirmed the idea that since he missed the session, that Alex would just be waiting at the warehouse.
It would make sense for at least someone to still be there.
Watching cartoons on the TV before turning.
Up until the news results come in,
We're missing
This is
Niv
what we talked
too.
about behind.
Niv!
She's gone to the bathroom. Chill out.
I was I can't give results because she has all the answers for this one.
Oh. What the fuck? You guys are the worst pair of tag team GMs.
The perils of having double GM, right?
Well, as I quote Niv's last words before she went AFK, shit. Yeah, I guess we're playing the waiting game.
Ooh, boy.
Well, let's play some trivia fun facts with our avid heroes. First, we have our first bachelor. Maska! How are you doing today,
No.
Maska?
No.
So, trivia fun fact number 1. Your powers deal with the masks that you wear.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, that's good to know. And you only have 2 of them, is that correct?
Well, there are more, but my masks haven't told me much about them.
Ah, so your masks speak to you.
Not speak, more like whispers.
Ah,
It's kind of creepy. It's kind of
Fucking
creepy.
weird, mate.
it's on an emotional level. I gotcha. It's like the spiders.
I guess. That what spiders do?
Yes, obviously. Spiders whisper in your ear.
Oh
Haunting.
god, they're more creepy. They're more creepy than I thought.
What kind of spiders are in this town?
Magical
I
ones.
Psychic ones that like ice cream
Spider girls too.
and world peace, apparently.
Next we have Bachelor number 2. Alex, and quite honestly, the only bachelors around here because the other 2 are bachelorettes. So,
Howdy, mate.
fun fact of your little ability. You can summon blood
Yeah.
horses with blood.
Aye. That I can.
Yeah, that's pretty creepy.
You're out here acting like I like it. I don't. Freaky.
It's okay, Alex. I think your ability is cool.
Mate, you get a stab once you're like 7 years old, and you summon a horse, and then more horses out your knee, right out your knee, and you ain't bleeding out, right? It's just there. There's a ton of horses right there. You're 7 years old. You're out back in the farm, like what?
Shut up, phone!
Oh my god, that's
I think I just heard Niv come back.
Finally.
Back.
Jesus Christ.
Hello.
I know.
Niv, you just missed a very short trivia night.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Maybe next night we can do Sicily and Ariel.
Well, now we have Bachelorette number 1, Cicely.
never mind.
Hello?
Turns out I might be on 10 her time. Didn't know. Oh, yeah, okay. We can't stall for Haunt because we'll be stalling for another hour at the very minimum.
Whoop.
Yeah, because she's an hour behind me and she's going to be done with whatever she's doing at 10 o'clock her time, which is 11 my time, and it's 10 o'clock now.
Oh, jeez. So what?
So we're starting, y'all!
Yay!
Yay!
But I didn't get my question.
Okay, Bachelor number 1, Cicely. Your ability is swinging a sword. Is that correct?
Well, I'm good at swordsmanship. I wouldn't call that an ability, but yes.
Well, you can shoot some freaky lasers out of your eye, right?
That's not what my eye does.
Why not enlighten us?
Well, it's more of a cursed eye, really. It's known as like the eye of petrification. Anyone I just kind of lock eyes with using the eye just sort of stands there, unable to move.
Oh, so that's why you used that patch. I thought it was a fashion statement.
If it was a fashion statement, that'd be weird.
No, I mean pirates use that all the time.
Do I look like a pirate to you, Masca?
Do you really want me to answer that?
Yes, you do!
Yes.
He's in it for the booty. Let's just leave it at that.
Booty, 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 rocking everywhere.
Fuck! I just got that now.
What do you mean you just got that?
Because I was too busy laughing at something else.
Oh man.
But anyways, Niv is here. That means.
So, Niv, the newscast, I'm saying that Masca and Sicily are just leaving or just returning from the
Phone store.
phone store, yeah.
Did you forget where they went?
No, I'm distracted a little bit. I have my
Returning from the phone
phone.
store and heading to the warehouse.
I'm distracted
Yeah,
by
we
my
don't-
phone.
We were walking back to the warehouse.
We can just say Iriel followed with.
Yeah. Snacking on that butter roll.
Booty, 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 rocking everywhere.
Oh my god. Please.
Boy.
So, about how long has it been since the event,
right.
the newscast?
Well, how long did it take them
How
to
long
walk?
does it take them to get from the phone store to the warehouse without a buttrol distraction?
Well, considering, you know what?
Well, first
Stop.
of all,
No.
first of all, we need to know where the warehouse is, and I'm remembering, if I recall correctly, it's over here where I drew an orange blop.
Wait, orange blob.
It's somewhere around there,
Yeah, somewhere around
Yeah.
there.
and I have no idea where the phone store is. So, like, Alex is technically over here.
It's somewhere over here. Across the
Okay,
bridge.
cool. So it's not actually that horrendous.
Well, gotta remember
Did
what
you
the
just
scale of
accidentally
this
delete
is.
Alex?
Nah, I was lazy, so I put the things. I can just whoop him again. See, he's technically here.
There's
Okay.
two of them.
Psychic powers.
So, let's see here.
The blood horses give me psychic power.
I mean, technically they do. They do give him animal empathy. So
Anyways.
Masca, Sicily, I need your athletics checks. I just want to see what kind of distractions end up getting in the way.
Oh, great.
oh boy.
Athletics check.
Athletics check.
So okay, cool.
I'm not learning anything.
Don't forget to get yourself on Cecily and Masca.
All right.
Alright. So, in terms of distractions, there isn't really much hindering you. What kind of speed do you guys have?
My speed is... Oh, you didn't put the rank. It says 8 miles per hour, 120 feet.
You sure I didn't put the rank?
No, you didn't put the rank.
Considering I don't think I typed it in this thing.
Let's see. Attributes.
Let's
Oh, you know what? This must have been from I copied from the sheet.
Alright, so magical limited, okay. Limited to at least one mask being on him, okay. So the most you can do is 30 miles an hour.
Mhm.
The 8 miles an hour, which is 120 feet, is rank 2. The 500, I think, is rank 4. So that's rank 4 speed, but basically 30 miles an hour. And how fast could you go, Cicely?
Well, in athletics, she's ranked 3.
No.
No.
Speed.
Do you have the speed rank?
Look under powers, advantages, and equipment.
Powers, advantages, and equipment. Okay, bet. I switch over there. No, that's...
Yes. She can go 8 miles.
She can go 8 miles.
8 miles an hour. Okay, so we have someone going... Masca, are you keeping up with Sicily?
Probably not.
Alright, so you both are going about 8 miles an hour. Heading back there. It's going to take you... Does an hour sound about right on just manpower? Niv?
Yes.
Can we call for... Wait,
No.
are there any types of taxi service in this city?
I mean, if Masca can go faster than Cecily, and Masca has strength like what's Masca's strength?
With my warrior mask, it's like 7.
Without it, it's
Okay.
2. So,
Yeah.
Either way, he can pick her up.
no. Without the mask, he can't. He can,
Why don't
How
I just
heavy
put on?
is he?
Why don't I just put on
What are
the
you
mask
trying-
and
what are you
pick her
trying-
up?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that you're
So,
Okay, hold on. I'm saying that you're heavier than 100 pounds.
Mhm.
Because if you're not, you are very, very anorexic at this point.
so is this on TV?
The newscast is, yes.
Alex, you're
Okay.
sitting at the warehouse because you were asked to like hold the fort or some shit, and you see
Yep.
that newscast happening because nobody changed the channel off the news since the last time you watched it.
Well, he was watching cartoons.
And then
And
the
the
newscast
news came on.
But yeah.
How do you react?
How blimmin' difficult is it to buy 3 phones?
Oh boy.
Very hard, apparently.
Oh, Galeo's whispering to Masca, it seems.
Oh, I was about to say, that's not much of a whisper. I mean, everyone's able to hear it.
Yeah, it's chat-related whisper.
I know. It's like,
That's dumb. She looks too heavy for me to carry.
I'm just imagining it's just like, and it's like, what? Put you on? Why?
He whispers back.
Yes,
something with-
but remember, this is anime whisper.
Nani sore?
That's dumb. She looks too heavy for me to carry.
Just a creaking noise as Cecily looks over.
She's too... No, Niv, she's too busy moping.
She's too busy moping.
God.
Oh, God. Okay.
Oh god. I just had a mental image of something, and if it happens, I'm gonna scream. I'm
Okay.
not saying what it is, so that if you guys actually do it,
All right.
I'm not to blame.
Oh, okay.
You know, you could just respond like in voice since we are live streaming. Just text can be a little boring.
Oh.
Good job, Master.
Wow.
I thought you guys were doing something, so I was just doing that in text.
No, we're just staring at your text, going, "What's he gonna say next?"
Yeah, now we're just staring at it.
We're waiting
Oh,
with
wow.
We're waiting with anticipation, Jack. Are you gonna let us down?
All right, he says, whatever. He puts on Galileo and motions to Sicily to come over.
Suddenly, wait, does he become like super buff, or does he still look relatively the same?
He just has a power at hand. He doesn't look any different.
Okay.
So he's anime stronger.
Yeah, pretty much.
I just noticed that we still have the Iriel left.
Oh, yeah, well, that's because I don't want to put it on the GM layer.
She's
Fair
eating her butter. No, that just looks silly. I'm putting it back over her head.
Oh yeah, because that looks better.
Masco motions Sicily to come over. Picks her up, throws her over his shoulder. This is much faster. And just begins running back to the warehouse.
But what are you at?
There we go. Alright, so you guys, after a little bit, end up, a couple minutes pass by since then, and you reach the warehouse. How are you getting in?
Kicked open the door!
Okay!
I was gonna say Alex is still there, but...
See, now Navi's gonna have another be pissed at you, Masca.
Whatever, she's pissed at me anyhow.
You know what? Just for shits and giggles, roll your strength.
Please be a 1.
Please be shit.
Go on.
Get mollywopped by the door.
Oh my god, please crash into the door. Ah,
Damn
come
it.
on!
19.
Alright.
Made the door explode.
The door flies off the hinges. A little bit of splinters from the hinge.
Okay, wait, I need to measure something. Alex, roll your dodge.
Shit. Look what you did, Jack.
Whatever.
No, what is your dodge? Is the better question.
5.
Your dodge is a 5, so that's a 15. Yeah, no, you're getting hit with that.
Oh god.
Give me your toughness check.
What? What's the DC of this? Is this an improvised weapon?
It would be his strength DC. So basically, it's 7 right now, right?
Yeah, due to the mask.
7 plus
Gets-
15.
Gets hit by the door. Blood horses come out.
So a DC of 22.
Yeah,
Give me a
probably.
toughness check.
This is gonna be
I-
shit.
I am so sorry, Anx.
Never mind.
Well, you're done.
25.
He catches the door. He catches the door.
Catches the door.
What are you doing with this door, Inks?
I'm putting it back on the fucking hinges.
Okay, you go put it back.
Cecily's still being carried.
Okay.
Get in.
Do you have a tech roll?
Technology.
Yeah, technology roll. Or
Oh,
ranks.
so-
No.
Do the horses?
So
Why would I'm not gonna ask this as you.
So what I'm gonna need from you is
Nah,
just a straight up intelligence roll, just to see how well you put it back together.
Okay, one moment. Wow, okay. That's funny. I was just checking some other things. Intelligence.
Yeah.
17.
Oh, nice.
Actually, not bad.
So
Yeah,
you're
not that bad.
hammering away. You're putting those hinges back on the door because those were splintered off thanks to that kick, and you put it on fairly well. It looks better than it did before.
Wait, what?
It's an old abandoned warehouse. You just repaired the door.
The door is the newest thing.
I can't wait for this to bite the party in the ass later.
Oh, shit.
Mascot.
There goes our identification warehouse.
Oh my god. Mascot
It's okay.
wipes.
Just graffiti on it. It'll be fine.
Masca just wipes the sweat from his hair, I guess. Wait, no, yeah, forehead. Oh, that was a nice jog.
She's
You
just
okay?
dizzy on his shoulders.
You okay there?
Please put me down.
I'm gonna go take a shit.
Alex, get back here.
He just stares at the mirror like, oh my god.
Mascot goes over to this crate and just plops Cicely down.
Okay, great. So, you guys are back at the warehouse. You've made it within the hour and a handful of minutes that I mentioned after the newscast.
Should probably put Ariel somewhere in there.
Yeah. Ariel's probably just gonna...
Oh god,
Yeah.
She is eating it.
This is how they eat it back in her world. What are you talking about?
Okay, anyway. So... you guys are,
Dear
gonna
God.
do something, I guess.
You should probably discuss your plan.
Yeah, it's just
We'll
Hey,
just kind
so-
of wait until Alex is back from taking the shit, apparently.
He's not actually doing that. He's staring at the mirror like, why am I dealing with this?
all right. I guess go to the fucking TV. To see what's still
Though for
happening.
posterity, he does fake flush the toilet and wash his hands.
Cecily's just gotta still be here, moping on this crate.
By the way, so Niv, is this the sink, or is this the sink?
Yeah, I don't know. It's some shitty abandoned
This-
warehouse.
I believe that's the sink over.
I only ask because these look like urinals.
One of them's the shower, one of them's something else. Like,
It's a warehouse.
I can't tell.
There's
It's
no
shitty quality, but whatever.
I think that the top left of the room is actually.
I know.
the
I know
toilet.
this. I know this is the toilet.
Yeah.
That is that much is obvious.
Toilet. That's
Shower?
a sink.
Sink.
That's a sink for
Yeah.
sure. These are urinals.
He was standing here. He was standing like here.
Yeah. No. I
So
just.
that he fake flushes. Yeah.
just
whatever.
making sure.
Now he's sitting on this crate.
Anyway,
Can we stop talking about urinals?
but they're
Yeah,
myonals. I'm getting a death stare, aren't I? I'm feeling the death stare.
Yep.
You can't see it, but she's giving me a death stare.
Yep.
Anyways,
This is hilarious.
This is horrifying.
Anyways, the
goddamn.
news is on a.
Quotes, like-
You've gone back onto the same news loop. It's the same story as it was back at the telephone store. Wow, I cannot remember telephone, and I have to use an accent to emphasize this for some reason.
Wow, Nate.
Stop me! Kill me!
You
Okay.
are.
I'll be over there in a few minutes. Just sit tight.
Get your ass back over here.
No, come back. We need you. God damn it! You're part of the plot.
I'm so dead.
Anyways,
All right, I'm back.
What the-
Since
Right.
Nase is dead, I'll be taking over for him, and
great. Let's get this party going now.
All right.
let me just do my best Nase impression real quick.
All right, everybody, let's continue, shall we?
Wow,
Wowie
that's really,
zowie, that was really good.
that's really good.
Thanks, I've been working on it for a while.
Oh god.
So nothing new is on the news, right? Hello?
Hello?
Nothing new is on the news. That's what he asked.
Would there be any new news aside from the obvious thing? Nase.
Dead Nase.
Nase. Nase, you can stop being dead now!
God damn it.
Anyway.
It is I, Zombie Nase. Here.
And they said that we were wasting time in the beginning.
I can't believe I like alive Nase better than dead Nase.
Use
Dead
resurrection
Nase
spell.
sounds too much like Buck Cashmore. Can we go back to Alive Nase?
Give Nase resurrection.
Resurrection.
I'll give you a Phoenix down.
I want a phoenix up.
No!
Damn.
Throws one up onto you.
Okay. So, we were waiting on you for the news part, Niv, quite honestly.
Okay, is there any new news aside from like the thing that I'm just gonna say the thing, and then if there's anything else added on, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
The suspect has been taken to the local Iraqan police department and prison unit for questioning about the recent temporal and high spikes of magic. Hopefully we'll get some answers so we can put a stop to this once and for all.
So they're taking her to the Iraqan police department. Alright.
Yeah.
Due to rehearing this, Cecily continues to mope on that crate.
So, what? God.
Cecily, I'm getting tired of this. Roll a will check to snap out of it.
Okay.
Please.
Hey.
But if I fail,
It's only going to be a complication if it's going to hinder you in the combat. So, we'll see how that works out.
do I still roll it?
Roll it.
Roll it.
Cecily, you realize if you want to make this up to Navi, you gotta help her and not just sit there moping. What are you doing?
We're gonna save Navi.
There is the crazy part of the day.
Yeah, that was what we were gonna do originally, Cecily.
Well, he didn't know that. She points at Alex.
Oh, I knew that.
You knew that.
Wanna know how I did?
How?
It's pretty fucking obvious, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure the two of them were just like looking at Cecily with deadpan stares.
Can I just have a moment, guys?
Oh yeah, but what I was gonna say is we're halfway decent people, but you know, all right.
Nase, are
Continue,
you okay over
continue
there?
with your moment.
Are you
I'm
dying?
not restricting it.
I don't know
So,
why
you know.
it's so funny. Go on. Go.
Oh god, I can't believe we're killing Nate.
Anyways, Navi did a lot for us by letting us stay here. So it'd be wrong for us to just let her stay in prison for letting us get away.
There's a problem. How are we gonna get out of her? How are we gonna get her out of the prison? She's basically a criminal as of now.
Technically, she's being questioned for being around the
Suspect, yeah.
maybe, and this is just an idea, we can try to relieve suspicion off of her?
And put it where?
That's the unknown factor of the idea.
We're gonna take this here suspicion and push it somewhere else.
I didn't say it was a flawless plan.
Well, it's better than anything we have. You have something, Alex?
Yeah, blame that meathead. And it's crazy woman.
Oh, right, those two guys.
Yeah, kind of feel bad for that meat person.
One
Kinda got
time.
His
One
parents
time.
might have called him something better if they didn't call him meat.
Yeah. What a dumb name.
I swear to God, if his last name's Sausage.
Kind of family name is Sausage.
It's not
tried.
like...
Alright, so we have two options. Place the blame somewhere else, and place the blame on me and that goth woman.
Well, technically we have 3, but I don't
Hold
want to take the third option.
Hold on. Those first 2 plans sound like the same goddamn plan.
This is why Alex is currently facepalming.
It's like Cecily's over here, but he's like, we already have an idea who to place the blame on. Those are the same plan.
I'm just saying the thing that you just said, Cicely. It's not my fault your ideas are dumb.
Dumb.
I ain't dealing with this.
Dumb!
Considered it an actual idea.
Wait, what did she say?
You considered it an actual idea.
Yeah, until I saw Alex.
What?
The
Why,
fact that-
dude?
No, the fact that you were facepalming, not that you had any actual involvement.
I think he was face palming at you, Masca.
Shut up.
Don't bring me into this eye patch.
Well,
I patch.
What? It's better than calling her fat, isn't it?
what did you call me?
Did you call her fat?
Now did you?
No.
Is that
So
Alex?
why are you wearing that there mask, eh, buddy?
Well, I had to carry 2 people, didn't I?
No.
No. Ariel's the fastest member, remember?
Well, in dragon form she is.
Yeah, she's human form right now, isn't she?
Christ.
Yeah. But by the way, it's just like
What? What do you mean?
yeah, the mask is the mask is
Go
calling
on.
you out on your bullshit, essentially.
Shut up.
Alright, you two. We can have our playful banter later. Alright?
He's right. We need to figure out which idea we're actually. Any other? Unless we have any other ideas, we're going to have to go with the one I suggested, because it's better than nothing, to be honest.
My other idea is, not good. It's the one we initially meant to be avoiding.
Please tell me it's not actually breaking her out.
Oh no, what are you talking about? Jesus.
I am not out for that plan if that comes to be.
Oh, well, then what's your idea then?
Given them the actual context we have?
That might be a problem.
Yeah, exactly.
So, looks like my idea is the lesser of 2 evils.
Pretty much. So how are we gonna find those 2?
They seem awfully hard to miss, let's be real.
Well, it's a
Yeah.
very large city with only 2 people that you're gonna try to track down that you literally met once.
Well, we literally only met Navi once. Look how that went.
I mean, he isn't wrong.
Who says that Navi didn't
This
want
is
to be
true.
found? But anyway. So, what are you guys doing exactly then?
Currently trying to push the blame to me and that other chick.
Every time you say meat, I keep thinking you're saying me.
Jack was the mastermind all along.
Oh my god! I can't believe I'm a villain.
Wait,
Damn.
you can't?
And so yeah. Anyways, basically, we're trying to unblame Navi without specifically saying what actually happened.
Okay, so you're going to unblame Navi by having two other people come into the limelight from the suspicion of the large unknown, which you do know, magical energy source.
Well, they were. Well, I mean, they were around for the first one.
Yes.
Wait, there was a second one?
Yes, the one with the butteralls.
Oh. Okay.
When there wasn't a... Oh yeah, no, there was a small portal to allow the butteralls in because they were from the same dimension.
Huh. Okay.
Oh, so that's why the police came.
Well, they also came because large spike in magic because dragon fire breath.
Oh, right. I forgot Ariel turned to the dragon that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reeled it.
It wasn't just her turning into the dragon. That wouldn't have been so bad in and of itself. That's very visible. But then she used her ice breath.
Yeah.
That set the magic detectors off like fire alarms.
All right.
And savvy Navi took the blame for that.
Yep.
Much for being.
And Cicely's the one that feels guilty for it.
Because she led them into that alley.
Still doesn't make it any less funny. Anyway.
You're lucky she took a will check to knock herself out of it.
So, you guys are going to be trying to find Meat and Meat's friend.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so let's begin these, how? I should say, how are you going to try to go about and do this?
First of all, who's got the investigation check?
Well, I'm going to be rolling your investigation checks. I want to know how you're going to go about it.
Well, no, but you can only use investigation if you have ranks in it.
I understand, but there's other ways to go about this other than just investigating.
Yeah.
So, I need to know what you guys are going to do to try to figure this out, so I know what roles that you guys are going to need to do.
I have a question for Nase.
Okay.
Are these two people well known in Araku?
You have not heard of these two people before they started robbing your store. They are petty thieves. They are of the many unknown criminals that are out in Araku. They're so small time that even the cops don't care about them so much because they're kind of more worried about homicides and robberies over...
And also potential threats to the safety of the city.
Yeah, yeah, especially that. Yeah. Over just petty criminals that really fucked up.
A lot. Very rapidly.
Yeah. They were like Jesse James bad at this rate. In terms of being
Are they gonna get a magical creature that will be their meow?
Don't tempt me.
BRB drawing magical creature for them.
Niv, get back here.
Niv?
Yes.
Niv? I was almost tempted to have them.
Yes.
Oh, you know what? Yes. Give them a magical creature. And then their Wobbuffet can be a Butterall.
Oh my god. Ariel's gonna try to eat her every time they count her in.
Hey, now we have a reason to try and pass the. They got a butter roll that came from the portal.
Yep.
Well, I didn't say that they have it now. You haven't found them.
Alright.
They only got Wobbuffet in like the second season, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Was Wobbuffet a Johto Pokemon?
We're getting off topic.
Yeah, we are.
Anyways.
Also, he is.
Okay.
Alright, so. Well. It wasn't that long ago that we met them, really. Maybe some people recognize at least he did get stabbed. Looks over at Matsuka.
One time!
You tried to stab him twice.
Shut up!
He only tried once. He succeeded this first time.
Then who you tried to stab the second time?
No.
I
That was the
think
time he tried.
Oh.
God.
Tried versus succeed. I got that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, God damn it. Fucking one time.
So basically, maybe we can at least ask people who might have come across a woman leading a giant stabbed man.
Question is, where would you look?
Well, I could help give you an inspiration, but you guys are going to need to spend a hero point.
Wow. Well.
I'll spend it.
Because that's exactly what the hero points are used for.
Yep.
Yep.
I'll do it.
Excuse
All
me.
right. You could always try the hospitals.
Considering you stabbed a man.
We
Do you want me to say it for you, since you're... Do you want me to say it for you?
Yes!
He just finds it too fucking funny.
Well, you stabbed him. Where do stab people usually go?
The ocean.
No!
Oh,
The hospital!
The graveyard?
Wait, what?
Alex. Thank you, Alex.
Wait, what intelligence did I give him? Oh, I give him a 2.
so he should know better.
Fuck.
Maska is smart only when he thinks about doing so.
Maska is book smarts, not street smarts.
Yeah.
What's his wisdom, come to think of it?
My wisdom.
We don't have anything called wisdom.
Insight, rather.
No, not insight.
Awareness.
I know there's a stat for this.
It's awareness.
Awareness, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
His awareness is 3.
He should know this.
I think that would be more battle-wise awareness than rather. I don't know.
It's the same
Actual awareness.
thing.
You know what the worst part is? Maska has a higher intelligence than Cecily, and she asks the question.
Well, intellect covers reasoning. Awareness describes common sense and intuition.
How the hell?
Cecily has.
Oh my god, this is great.
Cecily has a 2 in awareness.
And Maska has a 3. And meanwhile, Alex is over here with a 2 in awareness and a 0 in intellect.
Yup. And he's the one that fixed the door.
Bottom line is, we should check the hospital to see if he's actually there getting treated. Anyone in disagreement?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. Now, considering how we discussed this at the end of last session, what you guys were going to do has completely deviated now. All the plans that Niv and I have done.
Do the last
No. It's we're finding them in order to blame to.
Exactly. So, you guys are now going to hospitals. So, I am just going to send you all over back to this map right here. Because this is the best map for... Where did you guys go?
We're down here.
There you are. Get the flip flap diddly dack over here.
Nase is salty
I'm
because
sorry.
we're
Did you have it entirely ready for this?
We thought you guys would try and break into the prison or something, because that's what you said you were gonna do last time.
Well, it turns out we are more reasonable than a certain group of other heroes.
Technically, we said that we would intercept, not break into the prison.
Hold on.
Because
Hold on. Mm-hmm. We had a couple of plans that you guys were gonna do.
Yeah.
But this whole trying to blame someone else part, we didn't exactly have a plan for, but I've come up with a plan, so it's all good.
okay.
Don't worry
Okay.
too much.
not.
And we're just gonna do this slowly, one point at a time.
Are you salty? Are you salty, Nase?
Oh, you'll understand my salt when it's all said and done.
I would just like to say I was originally hoping there was an interception instead of a straight prison break. But
Well, you guys are going to be
Anyways.
blaming someone else, so you're going to the hospital. Is that right?
yes.
All right.
Sure.
What you guys?
I found a shitty map we can use. It looks really awful, but
Hey, whatever works.
if you want to go check
Okay.
that before we actually move him over there,
Do you think it's fine, Nov?
I don't really like it, but it's better than nothing.
Oh.
Let's pretend it's not as poopy as you think it is.
No, it's pretty poopy.
Yeah, okay, let's not use it then.
Oh no, I'm going to use it.
Oh,
So let's
them
just
suffer.
pretend it's
Anyway, so
Switch.
before we go to the hospital, here's a fun question that I need to ask you all since you're traveling through the city. Who knows where a hospital is?
I have a question.
Yes.
Oh god.
Why is that the reaction? Just a simple question.
My reaction was yes.
No, I mean,
I know.
would I be able to use my Raku expertise to know where the hospital is?
Yes, you can use that.
All right, could I roll that?
Okay, you don't have to wait on me for anything of the roll.
16.
Good news. Well, maybe good news. But first, before I give that, does...
We'll be right back after these messages.
Okay, but Alex, Cicely, do you want to attempt it?
Attempt an expertise.
Attempt a intelligence check as to if you have seen a map on the city where a hospital might have been.
All right.
Okay.
You don't have to. I'm just asking. Do you want to?
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to take a guess that Cicely's going to do it.
Yeah.
And what about you?
Is that a
I don't
yes?
think it's necessary.
Okay, so Alex is not going to do it. Cicely, roll your intel.
No.
You don't know
All
what
right.
a hospital looks like.
So you don't know where the hospital is. So,
Honestly,
you gonna
I'm
be
deferring to Muska because he's lived here. So,
right. So, who's going to be leading the party now?
Cecily knows better to lead the party after last time, so she'll let Master take care of this.
Okay.
if
All
anything
right.
bad happens, it's his fault this time.
So as I understand it, Cicely's like, hospital, there's one across the street over there, right? And Master's like, no, it's this way. It's like 3 blocks
That's a
down.
fucking butchery.
It's fucking slaughterhouse.
Cecily points over there. Meska's like, I'm sorry, but do you really want to be leading? Right.
Yeah. No, I don't. I don't want to. I want him to be mean.
You don't want him to be mean? But he's been mean this whole time.
Yeah, not actually be mean. Jesus.
Wait, there's a
We're
difference.
unraveling.
There's a difference between being a dick and being mean. I'm confused now.
If you've played The Sims, you know what a slider is. So,
Have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy?
Oh yeah, good shit.
He's
an
a
asshole.
dick, but he's not 100% an a-hole.
yep.
Fair. All right, so you guys are following Maska to the hospital. Congratulations, you guys actually make it to a hospital. When you get there,
Mhm.
do you guys how are you guys going to approach investigating in the hospital? I'd love to know how you guys plan to do this investigation. Are you going to try to do it stealthily? Are you going to be very direct? Are you going to... What are you going to do?
I would say we do this stealthily. Since I imagine that Meat and that other girl would recognize us of all people.
Yeah, that is true.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go stealthily. What about you, Anx?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess. I'm weighing my options between the other two things, and they're not really good.
So in being that you guys are going to be doing the stealth, how are you guys going to do the stealth? Are you just going to try to sneak in past all the receptionists and all that to try and search for these people? Or what are you doing?
For me, I'd be like checking casually as opposed to snooping around. Rather to like, because I know we know what we're looking for. Sort of is just to avoid them rather than other people. So it's more of a blend in with the crowd situation as opposed to
Sneaking around the
Snooping
entire
around.
hospital. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what you pro-
Dun, 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 dun.
Well,
So yeah, it's like
here's the real fun part, and now that you guys have reached the hospital and you guys are going into the hospital. So here's the hospital, by the way.
oh, this is nice.
Oh, it's
Got some blood stains over there, but it's nice.
very, very blurry.
It's blurry. It's a checkerboard pattern. It's horrible.
The worst map in the history of the world. This is what you guys get for going off the invisible rails that we didn't actually set up to begin with.
Pretty much.
You lied.
This is what happens when we do shit that's unexpected.
But here's a little fun fact. You guys have reached the nearest hospital. Whether
Yeah.
it's the right hospital,
Oh,
just
right.
keep that in mind.
To be fair, they are criminals. They wouldn't necessarily, at least I believe, want to go to a big hospital
Yeah, I mean,
where all the attention is put on them.
And considering how shitty this map is, I'm pretty sure this is in a big hospital.
Because they're criminals, right? They wouldn't want to be like easy to find. They'd go to like the most inconspicuous, probably shitty place.
They're petty criminals.
Still
AKA
criminals, dude. Do you know how strict the Raku police are?
Okay, Raku police are strict on magic usage, illegal magic usage. That it takes up the majority of their time to go and find them and deal with those actually very severe acts. So, with that being the case, small things like pickpocketing and things like that, because I'm gonna just let you know right now. Meat's friends, big job that they did at Nazca's place. That was their first time actually trying to do such a big job.
Which is why they sucked so much.
They intimidated someone that, when intimidated, stabs them. I mean, I don't know how much shittier you can be at this.
It can get pretty bad.
And then as soon as
maybe we should just ask them to help us instead of like getting them arrested, because these guys need a break once in a while.
To be fair, Alex has no idea that they're small-time petty criminals. He's just seen them be assholes.
None of you guys, none of your characters know that these are small-time petty criminals. I'm letting you guys.
We just think they're assholes.
I'm just letting you guys know.
We know. They don't. We know.
When our characters run into them, figure it out.
It's gonna be fun, but
well, it's not like Alex is gonna immediately be a sack of shit to them. He's just gonna be like,
but anyway,
really? Depending on what they're doing,
I need to know how you guys are gonna go about this whole stealth investigation, so I know what roles you guys are gonna need to do.
Well, we're mostly just going to be a blend-in sort of thing.
Last question.
Okay, so you're blending in, you're asking questions. Well, for the blend-in part, I need all three of you to roll me stealth.
Okay. Let's look at my stealth here. I should be good here.
Oh wow, I suck.
I don't know if that's good or not. Oh.
Yeah, you suck. Do you have a mask for this?
Damn, I suck.
Yeet.
Oh!
Nice.
Okay.
Killer Queen rolls the best.
Okay. So.
Do you have a mask for that?
I mean,
wait, that's a new meme. There's a mask for this.
There's a mask for that.
Oh, okay. I've got a really, really funny thing in mind for these results.
all right.
So, Sicily. So basically, Sicily. You, how are you trying to? Are you trying to disguise yourself by grabbing some scrubs or something like that?
Sure.
I'm just wondering. I mean, you could be trying to just hide amongst the patients or something. I don't know. But, okay. You're going to be grabbing some scrubs. You do it fairly artfully. And you bring them into a bathroom. And you basically change. So...
Well, it's a good thing I have an eye patch for this.
Alex, you... how are you going about your stealth?
Okay. Oh, fuck. I need to zoom in. Because it zoomed out on me.
It's horrible.
He untucks his trousers from the boots so they go down instead of in. He tucks his hat inside his jacket and ties up his hair.
Ah.
Okay, so what are you going in as, just a patient?
Yeah, I'm hiding up amongst them.
Okay.
Just get them rumors around, see if they know the things. So, like, yeah.
All right, so that's going to be some persuasiveness on your part later.
Maybe.
Masca,
on the other hand, this is what this is what happens just before you're getting ready to do whatever it is that you're going to do. It's coming from your mask, by the way. You're just hearing.
What is he doing?
It's apparently
Gilio,
singing.
Please. Gilio, why?
What the fuck?
Or is it Calypso? Which mask is doing it?
Gilio.
You suck as shit, Gilio. Why?
Galileo.
Oh my
It's
god.
singing Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh.
Okay, you're going back. You're getting put away.
So with that, I'm pretty sure it tripped you up a little bit. You bumped into something because of the sudden amount of loud noise that it was going to create, and you knocked over a whole tray of those scalpels, just making them fly all over the floor. You're noticed.
Oh,
you
no.
are completely noticed. People are staring at you. And it's just how much you're being noticed right now.
He waves.
Good job, Masca.
Well, great. It's a fucking decent distraction for us, then, isn't it?
Yes, and
That's probably how they were able. Probably how someone was able to get those scrubs. Everyone was staring at Masca.
well,
Okay. Oh, I got an idea.
Uh-huh.
He looks up from the ground. What? Ever seen a guy trip?
meanwhile, Sicily.
Yes.
Here, let me actually just roll this real quick just to make sure. Sicily. Yeah, that one. Okay. So, as you come out of the bathroom, decked out in your scrubs and trying to be all disguising and all that, you bump into what looks like one of a very muscular-looking doctor who has their arms crossed, staring down at you. What are you doing here?
Just needed to go to the bathroom.
Why are you wearing the scrubs of this office? I know you don't work here. In fact, I watched you take them.
Are you sure you don't know me?
Deception check.
Yeah.
Give me your deception check.
I almost choked on a piece of apple.
I swear to God if this works.
Oh, okay. He glares at you. Put your normal clothes on now and get out of this hospital. You're not injured. I want you out. With your friend. Looking at Masca, who's still yelling about the silverware, apparently. Or the scalpels.
Oh, he's probably picking them up.
He's picking up the scalpels. Okay.
Cecily just bows in an apologetic manner.
Change
Yes,
first.
Please give the shrubs back. Just-
She was about to walk off. Change back. Right. Back into the bathroom she goes.
I only let you get away with it as long as I did because you rolled a 14. You were that close! Just that close!
To failing.
To succeeding.
The DC, I'm guessing, was 15.
Yes!
Yeet!
Oh my god.
Your boy Alex coming in clutch.
You gave me a false hope.
Well, to be fair, you were pretty close, and that is what he gave you because of it.
Yeah?
I thought she was disguising as a patient, not an actual worker.
Actual fucking plot.
I gave suggestions, and you took the suggestion of the scrubs. So
Patient scrubs.
what patient?
Patients don't wear scrubs.
Right, they wear gowns.
Yeah. If you finish it off, my God, I'm laughing so much. I'm feeling like I'm gonna throw up.
Nase,
Okay. Before
I don't know what you have planned for this.
Before you continue, I need to hit the restroom.
Okay.
Okay, well, that'll give Nase time to get a hold of himself.
Okay. So Han's wondering if we started already. So yes, but you can still join in.
Did she PM you or?
Phone text.
Oh.
Whew, I need water. I need water so much.
In the meantime, I need to PM this to Nase and see what he thinks about the design, so that based on what he thinks, I can start statting it sometime next week.
Okay. I'll
Or later, depending on when these guys are next gonna appear.
look at it after, because I don't want that showing up on the recording. Whew. Okay. I think I'm good. Alex is our only hope. Alex, you're our only hope. Obi-Wan.
I return.
Welcome back.
Obi-Wan, you're our only hope.
You're legitimate. Alex is legitimately their only hope on pulling this off.
Well, Alex is their only hope.
Okay, so, Alex, you do see the debacle that just ended up happening with Masca and Sicily as they're escorted out of the hospital. So,
Okay.
you know you're the only one left, and you're pretty sure no one has noticed you. You're pretty sure no one noticed you do your little disguise.
Right.
So, how are you going to go about finding Bulk and Skull in this
Scratch and Grounder.
Scratch and Grounder, Bulk and Skull, Jesse and James? You got a plethora of names going on here.
Bebop Rocksteady.
Yeah, Bebop Rocksteady works too. But what do?
Okay.
You talking to patients? You trying to get into the hospital further?
I don't want to super encroach on the thing. What I'm looking for is the patients by because meat is very I believe at the very least somewhat hard to miss. And I saw him where he was injured, just abdominal area.
Okay.
And I summoned the horses out of it. So I believe Alex would be semi-decent at deciphering via injury at the very least, and the fact that Meat was A, shirtless, B, massive, he was built,
Okay.
and otherwise I have no idea what his face looks like, or if he was using the same voice, but I do know his injury and how big he is.
Okay. So you having that knowledge, how are you going to use it?
Okay, so first of all, there's patients in here for physical injuries as well as being regularly sick.
Yeah.
So is there a clear difference between where the physical injury people are going and the not physical injury people are going?
All right.
Because this is just me knowing from being in hospitals myself before that there's sometimes a differentiation between them.
Then, because this is such a small facility, as we've pointed out,
Yeah.
there isn't really.
I'm guessing no.
A difference in where they're going. So no.
Okay.
We suck at this. He puts down the scalps from where they came from.
Oh, you just nodding at that?
Yeah, it's been there for a while.
But okay, yeah, he's just gonna look around for people that are of that sort of body shape and look to have a similar form of injury.
Okay. Amidst the crowd that he's trying to blend into, or is he going further into the hospital?
Just first off, between the crowd that he's blending into, purely
Okay.
because he doesn't want to fucking just trapeze off into the hospital with absolutely no help and get himself fucked up.
All right. So, Alex, as you look around for this Meat individual, you're noticing that the entire crowd, none of them seems to be looking exactly like the guy that you're wanting to find.
Mm-hmm.
So this crowd here, nah, got nothing.
Okay, how in terms of how the hospital's working, there's this first crowd. Is there a second crowd just up ahead, or is there just this crowd and further into the hospital?
This crowd and further into the hospital. Basically, you got the lobby section over here, and then all the hospital rooms that are that way.
Okay. I guess I could just ask if anyone's seen a dude, but I'm not gonna ask like someone that's like horrendously sick or anything like that.
All right. So
They've seen a dude that like got hurt in the stomach.
give me your persuasion check, because your investigation check is non-existent.
And I'm gonna be like all polite about it and not like press anything, just casually ask. And if they don't know, then I'm not gonna press
I've
it.
got set DCs. Don't worry. I got you.
What-ha!
21.
I am seriously going, what the fuck, man? Alright, so you're being very polite and trying to persuade people into cooperating with you. Telling people about the height and build of the man that you're looking for, and that they have a friend. But unfortunately, the crowd of people that are here right now, just about all of them came in today.
Recently?
Yeah, just recently.
Right.
Considering when this happened was yesterday, the stab wound and all, you're gonna have to, at this point, none of these people know.
Yeah, it's either ask the staff or leave.
Ask the staff, stealth in and try to see if they're actually there, or leave. Yeah, you got a few options there.
I reckon I'll just ask staff.
Okay, so you go up to ask staff. I'm gonna need your persuasion for the staff.
Okie dokie. I could use a 0 point on that.
Ah, dang it! I could have used the hero point of the deception. Ah, it's too.
Yeah, I reckon I'll hero point this one. And it's possible to just add 10 to this, or do I need to roll again?
Oh, you're rolling your persuasion again?
Yeah.
Roll again, because that's how that works.
Swag.
Nice. All right, so
Don't even need a plus 10. Relatively the same. Again, being, polite and whatnot.
if you
Polite and not pressing the matter and all that sort of stuff.
Okay, so I'm just talking to Haunter. She might not be coming in because she has her own new pets to deal with.
Love.
Yeah.
All right.
So, with that sweet talking nature that you have there, you started off with a little bit of bumbling, and then you're just kind of like, you said it sounding a little more like the charmer that you are there, Alex.
It was a woman attendant, and you told her that you got distracted by her beauty.
Okay. I'm just checking if he himself has attractive, because honestly, I might fucking give it to him because of this. Like after the thing's over. Nope, he does not. But this might as well earn it. So yeah, that's how he do.
Okay. So the person says, a person of that kind of build, with a stab wound in his gut. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. We didn't have anyone like that walk into our clinic. Sorry.
That's okay, dear. He did have a friend with him, so I'm assuming he's okay at the very least.
Well,
so at least that's good, I suppose.
Sure hope so. I hope you find your friend then.
Like, have a good day.
You too.
And then he leaves.
Okay.
Meanwhile, we're having a conversation outside of the building with the two kicked out members.
Go ahead. Tell me what's going on.
I think they're actually considering going for the breakout now that the hospital has become a bust.
One hospital become a bust. God.
Considering how... Look, Maska got kicked out by bumping into a tray. Sasley gets kicked out by a staff member immediately after a successful wardrobe change. And Alex, despite getting in there just fine,
gets in fine, is reasonable, and then leaves.
finds nothing. Well,
I can't believe Alex is the only sane man of this party.
He's the goddamn cowboy that summons the fucking blood horses. Jesus.
I can't believe that Alex is the only sane man of this party.
I can.
He can't believe it either.
Oh, boy. Alright, so let's see what you're typing here. So, what do we do if Alex doesn't find him? Should we try, looks aside, then leans in, break her out? I was hoping... sorry, go ahead.
I was hoping not, but we might have no other choice.
Same here. We could try another hospital, but it'd take forever to look into all of them.
Okay.
And I guess at this point, Alex manages to get out.
Yeah, about that point, Alex
Okay.
gets out.
So, how'd it go?
Decent, but they haven't seen anyone like that.
Shit.
I really hope Hunter.
Technically, now we have two options. We go for another hospital, or we take the less than subtle route.
I'll be right honest with you. I'd rather we check another place, and before we resort to anything like that.
You read my mind. Though, I don't know how long that would take. Nase.
Yes.
What's the another nearest hospital from where they are?
About 7 miles away.
Huh.
But
Yeah.
as you guys are debating this and thinking about going
7 miles away in a cardinal direction, or 7 miles away up?
in a cardinal direction.
Because there are floating places around here.
Yes, but none of those floating rocks are 7 miles.
Hey, how would I know?
How high the stratosphere of the Earth can be?
Maybe there's a secret hole.
Okay.
We're overhead. It's hard to tell how. Sorry.
Well, okay. So
Anyway,
a mile is like 5,000 or so feet. So 30,000 miles is kind of the average kind of plane cruising thing. That's a good like 15 or so thousand feet above what the dome of the city is.
right. Okay.
Or it could be
Fair
more.
enough. Because we are looking top down.
I believe you were saying something about as they're leaving.
Huh?
You're saying something for Anxax.
Right. So as you're leaving, and you're realizing that time is passing by fairly quickly at this point, the longer your friend is in the clutches of the police, who knows what could happen, because she has mentioned she doesn't want to be involved with police before.
So, no other option? He looks between the two. Trust me, Alex, as I don't want to do this as much as you don't. Believe me, I really, really would not want to do this as of now. But
To be entirely fair, there is obviously a reason why she didn't want this to happen.
And I didn't exactly come over here to the
Be right
city
back.
to theoretically break into any official property. But we do owe Navi a lot.
I guess we're doing this then.
I guess so. Besides, the more we look, the more time passes as she's with the police. And she doesn't exactly, and like she said, their relationship's not exactly great.
Nah, I did got an idea.
Oh? Well, go ahead.
Well, this is assuming that given how they've observed the police to go after all these super magical crazy things as opposed to the small time stuff.
Mhm.
Alex is going to put forward the idea of, if shit goes wrong, we could compromise to offer ourselves as the people that deal with the petty shit, so that while the magic stuff that's all illegal and whatnot is dealt with by the La Manchan police, we'd be like a special unit that goes after all the stuff to make people feel good.
La Manchan?
No, whatever. Fucking Naraku. I'm used to La Mancha. God damn. But no, you get what I mean. The
Yeah.
Naraku police department being that they deal with the big time big shit all the time and none of the other small stuff that could be causing a lot of their citizens quite the bit of stress because they don't have time and we basically do.
I have a question. Actually, I have an idea out of character
Okay.
before posing it in character. Why don't I, well, if we do consider breaking Navi out of wherever they're holding her, we could use Alex's blood horses to make a distraction.
Assuming someone bleeds.
Yeah.
We need the bleed first.
So who's willing to bleed for justice?
Well, if someone spooks Muska, it's going to happen anyway.
But what do you think? We could use the blood horses to theoretically make a commotion and break out Navi.
So let me.
We could do that, assuming the reasonable idea of what. Well, I'm assuming it's reasonable of the play that he's got.
Changing things up because I need to charge.
So, what do you guys think of? What do you guys think of his idea?
Well, Niv BRB'd, so it's only Nase right now.
Well, no, I mean you two.
Well, if it's allowable,
Yeah.
I see that being a decent plan.
Yes. Good.
Alright, so we have a plan on how to break her out.
Well, no, we have a plan on how to negotiate.
We have an in-character negotiation.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Apparently, they're gonna try to negotiate her out.
Well, no,
No, we're
sort
not.
of, but it's like I don't. But Niv, you weren't here when I explained an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my idea is, if this is allowable, is that the Iraqi police department pretty much all the time is dealing with the big bad illegal magic usage, as opposed to, say, the odd petty crime where, well, while they do
Be right back. Real
rein
quick.
in the whole illegal magic usage, and that does help the society here a lot. If they don't have a unit, or at least a group of people, put up to deal with the petty crime and all the other stressful stuff that could cause their citizens to be like in unrest or just feel really shitty all the time or whatever. If we were to, in character, put forward the idea that we would be willing to do that, where they could, obviously continue their the anti-illegal magic and whatnot, where we could sort of be the people's police, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
As that would, I think
And
that
you're
would be a
saying
reasonable
use
thing.
that as a bargaining chip to try and get Navi to go free.
And yeah, alternatively, also not like immediately poop on Ariel, who is pretty much just here by
Ariel.
accident. Yeah, Ariel. To not just poop on her just because she's here by accident,
Mm-hmm.
due to things that she cannot control.
Right.
That's a solid plan.
Certainly
Yeah.
is more heroic than actual breaking prison.
Yeah. In character, Masca will be all over that.
Well, Cecily just like. Her motivation isn't doing good. It's more responsibility.
But if you are given that is a responsibility.
True.
So,
I say we go for that. At least try for it.
Yeah, at least try for the negotiation.
Yeah. With the GM's allow.
Nase?
Nice.
and now Nase is gone. God damn it!
Fuck!
Did
Oh!
he seriously leave to go find a charger for his phone thing?
I suppose.
Nase, I will actually body slam you.
Well, Niv, while we're waiting on Nase, how do you?
To be fair,
I
Nase
mean-
didn't hear it the first time, so
I'm fine with it, provided that the appropriate checks are made when the time comes, of course. I can make no guarantees of how the dice gods will react.
Well, yeah, we're just trying to see if the idea of it gets accepted.
The conch god.
I
But-
mean, the GMs are basically giving you the outline of the story. It's up to you how you guys take that outline and go with it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, now we just gotta wait for Nase to come back so we can actually.
okay.
We
I'm
get this-
waiting for Nase to come back because Niv, if you could check Alex's sheet, his motivation of responsibility to be the defender of the weak and whatnot is partially why he is
Nase, there you
on
are.
this forward. Other than it's pretty fucking reasonable to suggest.
So yeah, we kind of already filled Niv in about the bargaining chip thing.
Yeah.
Are you okay with this?
Bargaining chip.
Well, it's not so much a bargaining chip as it is a way to negotiate.
Yeah.
A bargaining chip implies you're doing it for less than noble reasons.
Touche.
Okay.
But the word was used in the explanation.
So, the negotiation you guys are going to do, as far as I understand it, is you're going to sacrifice yourselves for Navi.
What
In a
they're
way.
saying is they basically want to negotiate with the police to, like, you guys are so busy with this illegal magic stuff that there isn't really anyone who can stop petty crimes and things, referring specifically to the example of the teleporter and meat and, like, what the cell phone shop was doing, which, while not illegal, was still a dick move. And saying, Navi is one of us, and if we're going to be at our most effective, we need her with us.
You know what?
So yeah, that's our idea for.
I am fine with you presenting this idea.
All right, let's do it.
Quite
Make
honestly,
it really funny.
quite honestly, guys, you don't need my permission to present that idea. You can just do it.
Yeah.
And as the
Yeah.
GM, I will react accordingly.
Fair enough.
All right, so let's get this official in character then.
Okay, and Alex presents this idea to the group as part of his motivation of responsibility and doing good for the people. Boom.
That's actually a great idea, Alex.
Yeah, way
Yeah,
better.
I'm usually full of them.
Next one, Alex. He gives him a thumbs
Are you
up.
sure his intelligence is the lowest one of the groups?
Is it?
Yes.
Does he have a high
Yeah.
awareness?
Of the
Yeah,
group?
it's
I think yeah,
No.
It's two.
both him and Cecily have 2 in awareness.
Meanwhile, Maska is sitting there with a 3.
Mask is just weird.
Maska's an interesting.
That's just weird.
Actually, the highest awareness and the highest intelligence character of your group is the dragon.
Yep.
Oh,
All right.
yeah,
Instincts
pretty
and all.
much.
But anyway, that's divergent. That's a rabbit hole. Let's get out of that rabbit hole.
Off to the police station.
I guess we're going to the police station where Navi is being held.
I guess so. So,
Time to do regularized crazy shit of the day.
so I have to ask: are you going into the police station, or are you going to try and call them outside of the police station?
Into would be going inside of it would be the most respectful approach.
Yeah.
Okay, I will get that set up for you guys.
Call out the police station, demanding a negotiation.
All right. So, as
That sounds something you shoot alone would do.
so you guys head over to the prison. You guys are all the way down here.
It's pitch black.
Did you forget to give them sight,
No, I
Nase?
gave him sight.
Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Wow, this is a very tight corridor.
It's 5.
And really
Hold
long.
on. It's 5 feet wide. It's not that tight.
Well, I mean, it's the only
It
thing
would
we
look
can...
more like this for you guys. It's just that since we're viewing it with your pogs looking like that, it looks tighter than it is.
Yeah. So you.
Anyways.
So basically, yeah, you guys are essentially walking along, kind of like this. I don't know why, but I find that funny.
It's like they're resting on the floor.
That's more amusing than I wanted it to be.
Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man.
woman's man.
No time to talk.
Alright, so do your walking. I'm not controlling your pogs for you.
Are we just gonna keep him like this the whole time?
Gotta scroll over.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand
Wait.
on this door. Don't mind me.
Oh yeah, buddy, defying physics.
Cecily, get down from there. You don't have wall crawling.
What the heck?
I have athletics of 7 and acrobatics of 7. You know what I mean?
I just saw that on the thing. God damn it.
Wait, what's this door?
That door says, "Do not enter."
Then I will not enter it.
Yeah, pretty much. Gonna just.
Seems pretty fucking
bye.
straightforward. Just don't go inside the poo-poo
All right.
door.
So you guys are going inside this door?
Yeah.
Does it say do not enter?
No.
Is it locked?
Are you checking if it's locked?
Can we knock
No, it would be
instead?
pretty embarrassing if you try to open a door that's locked.
Can we knock instead?
I know. Mask guy is stupid, so he's gonna try to open it.
All right. So as he tries to open it, he puts a hand on the door, and the door opens. He is now inside.
Cecily follows with him.
Alex does also.
So yeah,
Whoa.
apparently, I don't know why.
Wait, hold up. Okay, there we go. I couldn't see the thing.
So apparently, I don't know why, but where Maska is currently standing is where that computer's supposed to be.
Oh.
Weird.
Because the receptionist should be here, with the computer here, but something screwed up on the map. Because this is supposed to be a full-blown walkway to an exit.
Okay.
Well,
Profound sadness.
that sucks.
Man, this reception has a weird setup.
Yeah, right? Anyway. I mean, that's also why the computer's
guessing-
facing this way.
Oh. Does she notice us?
I'll let you control the receptionist, Niv.
The receptionist is busy working, but looks up at the sound of the door. Can I help you?
Yes. We're here to, discuss something with the police.
I see. Do you have an appointment?
Not real.
No.
Not really. This is more of a, on-the-spot kind of discussion.
All three of you can tell that she's not really sure how to handle people just sort of walking in like this.
Okay. Am I gonna have to be the one that has to point out the urgency, or are you?
Listen, we need to talk to the police about the person who was just recently arrested.
Right. Can I get your names?
Cecily Quinn.
Martin DeMaio.
Alexander Calazam.
She kind of works on her terminal to try and pull up information about you guys, like see if there's any outstanding arrest records or anything that might, lead her to maybe not want to cooperate with you guys.
So as she's looking that stuff up, let's see here. Okay, so she's not finding any bad records.
I'll go handle that in a bit.
Okay. Gonna need to wait for Niv to come back to continue that one, but
Fair enough.
She's
All right.
She's definitely.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it's like the stuff I want to say. I kind of need Niv to hear.
Yeah, fair enough. Perils of dual GMing when dogs.
Yeah. Ugh.
Interrupting Doge.
Interrupting Doge. Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
That was perfect timing.
So, she's looking up on her computer and doesn't find anything outstanding, but she does find these 3 names because they all have registered magic licenses. So they're in the system, but they don't seem to have any outstanding records at the moment.
All right. Can it wait at all? That prisoner is currently being questioned by the chief.
It really can't wait.
They cannot.
We could ask how long that would take. Jeez.
Can I get a persuasion check out of those of you trying to convince her that it can't wait?
Roger,
So that'd
Dodger.
be Sicily and Masca.
All right.
Persuasion.
To refresh roll 20, something's gone bonkers.
Damn it. At 12.
One moment.
Okay.
Fuck. Man, we suck today.
Hold on.
She sort of stares at you.
Had to refresh.
That's okay. You weren't trying to persuade her to do anything. The other 2 were.
Well, no, I was gonna give reason to, depending on how long the chief was gonna take.
The chief doesn't like being interrupted, but I can take
No,
you
fair
on
enough.
back to one of the lounges.
Fair enough.
That won't have to do then. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Wait, how long
Nase,
would-
can you guide them over there?
Alright, so she pushes a little buzzer, and a police officer comes out. It's like, alright, what's the situation?
These 3 want to speak to the police chief, but since she's busy, I offered to let them stay in one of the lounges.
Alright, one of the lounges. You 3. Alright, come with me, you 3. And so
Yes,
he
sir.
walks you through here, walks you through here,
Ah.
walks you through
Ah.
here.
Cubes!
I get off.
Get off me,
Alright.
Mascot,
Alex
I'm
just
not
kind of
boss.
stands with him like, dang. And then he's like,
God, they get tangled up for some reason. They bump to each other, just fall down, get tangled up.
Alex just swooses through like, oh, Christ.
Welcome to our comfy little lounge here. There's a chair. If you need anything else, wait.
Oh.
Fair enough.
Cecily just kind of sits down over here.
As you just sits down next to the wall. Yeah, sure, why not? You know what? Sure, why not?
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see here. What's you?
Bless.
Thank you.
Trying to think of how to progress this a little bit. Let's just try with 1, 2, and 3. Fuck, really? Okay. So, let's see here. Let's. I wonder, can I whisper to 2 people at once?
I don't know if you should try. If it doesn't work. But
It's
by
not
all
gonna
means.
work. Okay.
I guess you're gonna have to whisper individually then.
So how's your evenings going, guys?
Is this out of character?
Yeah, this is
or-
completely out of character.
Oh, I'm doing good.
We got some potato pie that's being cooked.
I ate some really ginormous sausages that my aunt gave me.
Oh, nice.
I haven't eaten since 4.
Jesus. Why are you not eating?
Well, because, well, actually, technically, not since 4. It's kind of just like I haven't had a good chance. I didn't feel hungry at the time leading up to it. But I'm good for now. Good.
Oh god. My head hurts. Alright, I've been watching a Persona 5 playthrough.
What?
Maska, you could just sit on the couch.
I could. Continue
Are
messing.
you?
No. I thought me sitting here with that would be obvious question, Cicely.
Cicely just raises an eyebrow over at Alex.
What?
Just gestures over to Maska's stubbornness on sitting on the floor.
He shrugs. Alex is just kind of standing there. He's waiting. He's not going to question whether or not someone likes to sit on the floor. Seems very petty to do that. As is being stubborn about sitting on the floor. But that's not a good use of time.
Well, someone has to say something. That was an out of character.
Yeah.
I
Come on, guys, talk
was about
to me.
I was about to.
Well, I was saying that it's like I assume waiting on Nase doing the whispers, but
I'm trying
Yeah.
to make sure with Niv if this whisper is good.
you're whispering wrong with the.
Sticky finger, it just works. Or typing.
That looks good. And thoughts on the thing that I sent you?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right. Go right ahead then.
All right, so to this person.
If it wasn't for being in a police station, I'd say it's Cecily. Just
Maska's just fucking around.
Yeah, he's fucking around, all right.
Do you guys hear that?
Hear what?
I think I can hear a little bit of what's being talked about over there.
Maska stops and goes over to sit down next to Cicely. Tries to hear.
Okay.
I'm just gonna. Boop,
Are you gonna do it?
boop, boop.
Well,
Okay.
I'm gonna. Wait, why'd you roll for the? Huh?
I'm doing.
Oh,
the
for
thing.
your thing. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna do Jack's thing real quick.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Maska, you're not hearing anything. In fact, the whispers from the masks just seem to be ringing in your ears a little bit.
Shit, I should put these away. I'm not hearing anything, Cicely. He puts away the two masks.
Well, I'm sort of hearing talk. Well, it sounds like they're mentioning the disturbance from earlier.
Anything else?
That the penalty is imprisonment for life? Please tell me that's not Navi in there.
Crap. Are they really gonna center his life for just being there? I knew they were strict, but come on.
Now I'm really hoping that this negotiation works.
If it doesn't, well, not.
Nase, is that good to send?
Don't worry about it. This is no negotiation. Will work. It has to work.
Nase.
Yeah, I'm reading real quick. That's good.
Okay. This one and that one.
Cecily turns over to the woman that's nearby them and sort of gives her a glance. Doesn't look, and from what she's overhearing, it doesn't look. And Cecily kind of has a frown appearing on her face, certainly not making her doubting thoughts any better.
Oh. So.
This door suddenly opens as this lady goes over and starts hush whispering to this dude.
Okay.
I will be right back myself.
Okay.
It's like, this person comes in and hush whispers, "I'll be right back." What? What are they whispering? What are they whispering?
Why would you do this?
No!
Okay. Considering that those two are over there and Alex is here, he's got the decent view. Well, not view. He's got a decent distance in terms of potentially hearing.
Yeah, Cecily's too busy paying attention to a woman next to them.
Oh, don't worry about that. We're fully rolling your passive perceptions to see if you guys actually do manage to catch anything. That is also why we're whispering those events to you. But what this person is whispering, I want to know!
I'm bad.
Oh, yes.
I'm
Okay,
bad.
Yes,
so
you
what
are
they-
bad.
what are they
You
whispering,
left
Nev?
in the middle of a cliffhanger.
Sorry.
So, Niv,
What is she whispering?
What are they whispering?
Let me see.
Yeah, actually, those rolls make a lot of sense.
And let me just...
You guys know you can voice act your stuff out too, right?
True.
Sure, just say what you're going to say, Cecily, Hallie.
Well, it wasn't going to be a vocal thing. It's just Cecily listens to this and just furrows her only visible brow and clenches her fists.
Unfortunately, due to you two being, like, so far away, you can't actually hear the conversation.
Alex, on the other hand.
God, Alex, on the other hand.
Did he do well?
You know
well,
what? Because it's
sort of.
so good of a roll, I am going to let you know what it is. He got a 27.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Damn, okay.
That's a good roll.
Shit. Okay, well, of what he hears, he's kind of confused, but, like, he doesn't know the context as to why they're saying what they're saying. It's either, like, he's unsure.
Hey, Niv, can you whisper it to me, too?
Because it could be one of two things.
I like how what? That something weird just popped up.
What's up?
I thought something weird just popped up in my peripheral vision. Continue.
Could have been Haunter.
Ooh. Anyway.
Thank you.
Anyway.
Please! The silence is deafening.
Okay, well, I guess since it's time of silence, Cecily, I guess, tries to vocally get the attention of the woman nearest to him, and basically goes, "Excuse me, but how further until the police chief is done with their talk?"
Let me just see something. Do I have... We're not quite certain how much longer it will be. For all we know, it could take up to another 10 minutes. It could take another hour or two. It just depends on how cooperative the... And then this guy just interrupts, just like, oh, for crying out loud. Let's see if these guys know what's going on, okay? Let's bring them over and see her.
No, because since Alex heard that, he steps forward and he says, excuse me, what do you mean by happening to her?
We got a report from the chief. Apparently her health is deteriorating.
Oh,
It's
dear.
what?
Okay. Okay, take us in if we need it in there. Whoa.
Alright, Nase, you want to help me get these fuckers over
Yeah,
there?
sure, I'll grab the lot of them. Alright, so... First, let me figure out what path they're going to take, because I'm going to need them to see what that path is.
You're going to do the tour?
Alright, so... yeah, I'm going to do the tour.
I love that. It's so good.
Okay, so... Okay, They're all the way up in that area. Let's do this! Okay, so... Door 1, dude. Door 1, dude. Door 1, dude.
Scrolling out.
Door.
I assume this guy's reading
Okay.
them.
Dude.
I love it.
Dude. Dude. Dude.
Wait, how'd you get here?
He's escorting you.
No, I was talking about the walkie-talkie wolf.
They all look the same. It's generic fog. Shh.
What?
Dude.
A soccer ball?
It's a basketball field with the soccer ball because that was the only ball they could find.
Oh.
Wow, this police station
I was gonna
got
say,
everything.
has Stan been here?
Wow, this police station has everything.
Dude.
Dude, how many dudes?
We might have made this map too big.
Why did you make it too
I don't
big?
know.
Oh no,
Like,
no, no.
I love
this
it.
is
I think-
this is a perfect size for the police station. I think it's basically like a dungeon. If you decided, hey, big nasty things happening here. Doot.
This is because you thought we were going to break in, isn't
A
it?
little bit.
Yeah. It's entirely because of that, I bet.
You're going to purposely make it big for us so that it would take
To be
some
fair, it's-
long effort.
It's the
What the hell is that doing over
it's
here?
the main station, isn't it?
I don't know, what is this?
What
I
is
guess
that?
Let me see.
Someone from
It
the.
looks like some
It's
kind of.
lettuce.
Looks like a bush.
It's lettuce.
Maybe like a
Someone
disca-
left their lettuce behind.
I was gonna say it's like a discarded
It's a
lettuce.
discarded lettuce. Ah!
Oh Jesus!
One janitor's getting fired.
It was could have been a prisoner that did that.
Oh,
Probably Navi.
Dude.
Garden some lettuce.
How did Navi get the...
She fought for.
You cut out, so I couldn't hear that joke at all.
All right.
She fought for it.
Fought for
All the
it.
prisoners, all of them. Look at them.
So which one of us waves to them? Oh, never mind, I'm going.
Oh, should I wave?
Too late.
Hang on, let me just roll a d4 to see who waves.
All
A
right.
D3?
Okay.
Oh no, D4.
It is Maska that waves.
Yes.
That's fitting.
All right.
Oh my God! The train of weirdness continues.
Niv, you should have the ability to move them over too.
I
think
didn't
she's
know
just-
what path you were taking them
Well,
down.
yeah,
so.
that part. You know, things.
Navi, what
okay.
happened to your Navi? What happened to your skin?
She looks very pale. Also, her hood is actually down, so you can actually kind of see her face better.
Do 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 do. I zoomed in with that.
Oh, her. Oh, she's not dark skinned anymore.
Well, that's
Yeah.
because it was a hood.
Yeah, she usually wears a hood that shadows most of her features. But
Oh,
they made
so-
her take it off while she was being questioned, so...
Oh, so that's why her face was all black. I thought. For some reason, I thought that was her natural skin
Nope,
color.
comic book shadows. Yay!
Oh, hey, Haunter's in the chat.
Oi, Haunt.
Hey, Han.
Is she in... Oh, yeah, she is here.
I'm going to need to turn her up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's alright.
It's cool.
That's fine.
Just in time for an attempted negotiation.
Okay.
So, you. So, Iriel, you were, you ended up following along. You were quiet through. Well, yeah, you were quiet through most of this.
You were savoring your
you were
butter.
savoring your butter.
Oh my god, she's still carrying that around from last session.
Well, considering this happened like within an hour, immediately after last session, yeah. So she's just walking around sucking on a buttersicle.
She wouldn't suck on it. She'd wait for it to thaw out so she could actually put it on something. You don't eat the butter slime all by itself. That's like eating a whole
All
butter
right, so
stick.
she's put it in the freezer for now.
God.
Like, she stuck it in Navi's freezer, and then by the time she was finished doing that, she realized the party was gone, tried tracking them by smell, and it took her until now to get caught up with them.
That works.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, jeez, I gotta plug in my laptop. All right, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Alright.
Let me move the actual pog that I had ready for her with the whole being able to see light and all that.
And also having a hero point.
Oh, she didn't have a hero point on that one. Wait, did you all of you use up your hero points already?
Cecily did.
Cecily didn't.
No,
Yeah,
Cecily
Cecily
didn't.
didn't.
Cecily didn't. Only Alex and Masca did.
Yeah.
Okay. So Ariel has finally
Caught up.
caught up. Because, she was with you guys.
Someone get a
She
great
was
eye.
with you guys when you guys went to the place totally. This whole time. She's been there.
Don't.
They had her wait outside because they were worried she would turn into a dragon.
She was
And then-
also worried that she would turn into a dragon.
But somehow
It's
she ended
really-
up following anyway.
Really awkward, and it's like,
Like, she waited outside for all of 5 minutes before she was like, I can't leave my friends alone. Also,
Yeah.
it's scary out here.
What if I turn into a dragon by myself in my lonesome?
Alright, anyway,
That'd be really awkward.
you walk into the room to see Navi kind of slumped on the table, really not looking very good, and this woman sort of trying to figure out what's wrong with her.
Also, Hans BRB, Niv.
I heard a majority of that.
Oh, great.
Oh, good.
Welcome back.
I was, yeah, I was muted so that I didn't make any noises. I almost hit my head on the bottom of Tim's desk.
Yay.
I'm currently in Tim's room because Kiki prefers his bed
Maybe,
over the living room floor.
maybe you two are going to need to switch.
Steal Tim's bed, do it.
I do that anyways.
Okay.
Anyways, in character, Navi.
Let me do a quick cohesion check for her.
Okay.
She kind of glances up at the sound of your voice, but she really does not look very coherent right now. Like, it looks like it took a lot of effort just to lift her head.
oof.
Huh.
Have they tried putting
Can I-
her hood back on?
Well, it's a start.
What happened?
The woman looking her over, kind of turns to face you. I have no idea. I've never seen anything like this before. One moment we're talking, the next thing her health starts deteriorating, and now it's this.
Masca puts on the Lipsy and tries to heal her. See if it's a physical.
Hey, you might end up noticing something a little odd there.
Who?
You, Masca. Ever since you actually
Oh.
were walking through the prison cell area, you don't hear the whispers of your masks right now.
Good girl.
In
Okay.
fact, they just are acting like normal masks.
Do you need to go potty?
He puts the mask near his ear.
Okay.
Guys,
I think I have an idea here. Okay, if the masks ain't working, Cecily, your eye. Does it work?
My eye?
Yeah, your eye.
All right.
Try it on Masca.
But don't blame. All right, but don't
It's not
blame.
like that. Does it work?
Well, if you
Oh, I
want
can-
to test subject, try it on me.
All right, but don't blame me if you're feeling frozen. Cecily removes her eye patch and makes eye contact with Masca.
All right. Nothing seems to happen. In fact, it's just a normal eye right now.
What?
That ain't normal, is it?
No, it's not.
Are you guys trying to use magical abilities in here? It's not gonna work, you know.
Wait. Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
God damn it, Masca. Anyway,
We have a whole
Wait a
magical
minute.
suppression system. You know, we don't want our criminals to be able to do a easy uprising on their own.
Well, no, that's fair enough. But look, is
Oh
this
my-
not a result of that?
Oh my God.
Why would her health be deteriorating from a suppression of magic? All it's doing is suppressing magical forms. She wouldn't be in this kind of state. There's been no medical records of such kind of things.
how do you know that suppressing is what keeping her from being alive right now?
We don't know, I guess.
The woman looks over. Are you saying that she relies on some sort of magical artifact to maintain her health?
It might be
mean-
the case, yeah.
We didn't notice anything like that on her when we brought her in, but I suppose if something's inside of her...
Wait,
Oh.
maybe it's biological. Maybe it's part of her.
Whatever the case is, she's not going to be good health here.
You need to let up this magical suppressing field for her
No.
to even talk.
Then we have exactly what he said. The prisoners will notice. We just need her not here.
Look,
As if our theory is right.
can we all just talk? Can we all just have this conversation outside then? At least you'll be able to keep an eye on her in case something goes up.
Yeah, I was just
persuasion.
about to say it.
You do get advantage because, you know, the fact that one of their prisoners currently appears to be having a bad time.
Bonuses.
But roll
We'll
persuasion.
get bonuses here.
11.
Bonus how much?
That's for us to decide.
Okay, well, 11.
Persuasion.
Yeah, persuasion.
Yes.
12,
Uh,
15.
okay. Actually, so speaking of the deciding part, hey, Niv.
Yes.
Because the way Mutants and Masterminds works, how much of a bonus are we going to give? 2 or 5?
Considering the circumstances, I'm going to say a 5. So the highest here is a 20.
Okay.
And let me just...
Ariel's just keeping quiet for right now, I guess.
Hunter, BRB it again.
Okay. And she said she's going to be in and out, so...
Yeah.
Wait.
So we just gotta be waiting on Hunter then, or?
No.
The woman looks over, then sort of grumbles under her breath and helps Navi to her feet. All right, we'll continue this outside then.
Thank you.
Alright.
She looks terrible.
So, you guys all walk back out.
We're gonna have that long transition outside.
Please God, no.
God damn it.
To about here,
Oh!
when...
Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta check
Okay.
in.
About here is when the magical suppression system that you were feeling before, you don't feel it. You can actually feel that Your masks are whispering to you, Maska, and your eye is feeling particularly active again. And
Speaking of, Cecily Switchley puts her iPad.
Cecily's just like, clock.
God.
Speaking of things happening, Navi is already starting to look better.
Oh, thank God.
Navi, are you okay?
As long as we don't go in there again, I'll be fine.
So, why were you slowly dying?
Can I not explain that right now, please?
Fine.
Okay, blah, blah, blah.
Take it.
I'm thinking we're gonna need to do the thing, Niv, for the officers after she just yelled, "Can we not do that this time?" See if.
Go ahead.
So, let's see here, officer. Where's officer? There you are. Miss Catherine. What do we do for the... It's insight for this?
I'd say insight.
Alright. And if we go high, she's going to question her, going, Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So... Oop.
Speaking of, let me see if I can... There is literally nothing Navi can roll except a 20 to get out of that. But
Hey!
let's see if she can do it.
Wait, what happened?
You'll see.
It's a very high roll.
Oh, God.
Catherine just sort of glares at Navi. Nuh-uh, you are not getting out of things that easily. Especially after what we saw in there.
I should have.
Okay, welcome back on. Basic gist of what happened is magic was being suppressed in that room, and your friend Navi's health was deteriorating, and you guys managed to convince the police officers to talk outside, and so you went through the prison area again, and you're just outside of the magic suppression feeling. So, and Navi started looking better. It was asked why she wasn't doing so well health-wise in a magic suppression area. She said, "I don't want to talk about it right now." And the chief officer here was basically like, "Yeah, no, you're not getting out of it that easily. Tell us."
Okay, question. If we were in a... Kiki, can you not right now, baby? I know you want to snuggle and cuddle, but you can't. Excuse you. Oh, now you got the hiccups, poor baby. Okay.
Kiki, why?
Kiki, please.
It's like her mother.
Magic and Masterminds guest starring Kiki.
Yep, my new puppy,
Doggy.
my ESA.
Aw.
Dogo.
For you.
Up, up.
Okay. I'll probably link a picture of her in the thing so you guys can show her off to the people who are watching. Okay, babes? Breathe, baby.
Anyway.
If they were in a magic suppressed area, does that mean that
Your character was fine for
Iriel
now.
wouldn't have been able to withstand...
Your character was fine.
No,
They weren't in there for long enough that...
Okay.
that
Like,
it would have dispelled. Well, the way I'm reasoning it is that she wouldn't have been able to transform back into her dragon form. Because she needs to activate that actively to transform, even if it's uncontrolled. So, if anything, she was stuck in her human form in that area.
Okay.
Speaking of
At
uncontrollable,
the
this
very
is the
least, that's convenient.
most- yeah, it really is.
However,
big
if she's in that
hiccup.
area in dragon form, she's stuck in her dragon form.
So maybe she should stand like here, just inside it.
just waiting nearby.
It's all the way back in here that it's the thing.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
Kiki.
Navi kind of
Go, go.
shifts awkwardly under the chief officer's glare, looks at you guys, and then just lets out a long groan. Alright, look, I ain't alive by conventional standards of the word, alright?
Oh.
I
Oh,
died a while ago, and some guy, I guess, took pity on me and brought me back. It's thanks to his magic that I'm able to wander around, but I guess being in there cut off the connection, and,
Oof.
well, I started dying again.
Ooh.
so you're undead.
Yeah.
That's mighty awkward.
Yeah. You look good for being undead.
Glares at him.
Let's
Oh
all
my
fucking glare.
god! That was like... I just had a flashback of Magic School Bus. Carlos!
Like Alex was right about to whap him upside the head, but he just stopped himself. Like, not the time.
Oh, in that case, Cecily does.
Okay.
I love Masca. I love him.
I'm having salt flashbacks.
Oh, good lord.
For those that don't know,
Amazing.
Salt was another character. Agent Salt was another character of Jack's. And actually, they're kind of similar.
I can't wait for Maska's tendency to stab people while intimidated to pass over to Agent Soul.
Oh god, don't tempt me. Do not tempt me.
Anyways, Cecily smacks Masca in the back of the head.
What? It's true.
You don't say that.
Even I know that's impolite.
Alright. He just keeps quiet for the rest of this until he needs to talk.
Cecily only gives an apologetic smile over to Navi.
We'll see how long that lasts.
It won't last long.
Hey, at least you're being honest. Shit.
Catherine crosses her arms. We'll have a conversation about that particular tidbit later, considering how necromancy is outlawed here.
It's not like she had a choice.
Hence why we'll be having that conversation later and not that shooting her on the spot later.
Furrowed brow.
Alex sees this as semi-reasonable, so he doesn't.
But what were you four doing here to begin with? Not that I'm not grateful for your help.
Well, we came here to negotiate something. Alex?
Oh no, I was just thinking of how he would put it.
Alex, go ahead, do it.
Yeah, it was Alex's idea. So
I just
Alright, he
I
steps
just
forward.
imagine this. It's like, Alex? Push forward.
Alright, sheesh.
it wasn't meant to be so directive. It was just, it's like, Alex? It's like, it's just like a...
Okay. He steps forward, tipping his hat all polite-like, as he do. Well, there's one thing I've noticed since coming here is that while it is very much appreciated that all outlawed magic and unregistered stuff and all that is under strict watch as it should be, but having encountered several, I'll just put it, ne'er-do-wells, what have fallen to thievery and whatnot, is that there is a possibility that since your force is dedicated to the bigger things, that there is a shortage on those that deal with the somewhat stressful things to the public. So what I was going to offer is that, since we have the time and obviously the will to do so, is that at the very least I would offer my services as part of a division to deal with that which you do not have time for.
Are you offering to join our police forces, specifically in the task force of small crimes division?
Well, there's that, but also any other investigations what you don't have time for.
Yeah, the small crimes division, that's pretty much it.
Well, yeah, but there's something awkward what's been happening recently with sudden portals and whatnot, which no doubt you're concerned about.
Quiet.
But
don't know why I'm going British with this guy.
Probably because I was accidentally doing that for Catherine.
God,
these Chinese police officers are British.
Accent?
but therein lies the problem. While you do indeed investigate this, there's a whole slew of other illegal actions and other things that you and the force also have to deal with at the exact same time. And the sudden outcropping of portals and all that, while important to deal with, there's also the balancing of everything else. And if this if this ends up turning any worse, knowing the cosmic eventuality of the universe and all that, there's gonna need to be something done about it. And I can't sit idly by personally, knowing that people could show up by accident and be persecuted for that which they have not done, or a sudden outcropping of a species that, while delicious, buttery, ought not to be here.
If I may interrupt, the chief officer motions to Iriel. Does she have to do with that?
I'm going to leave it to everyone else to do that, if they were to do so.
Because while the three of you are all registered and recorded, I've never seen anyone with her description before.
Aye, that's one of the things I meant. Showing up by accident through means that they have no control over. There is a possibility that people will start showing up, not know what's going on, and be perhaps wrongfully persecuted. Though it is not to say that you shouldn't be concerned, because it's a great concern. There's this is just. I don't think this is common at all because of how efficient I've seen the system being taken out. You know.
But what you're saying is that things we may not necessarily be prepared for are going to be happening in the future. Is that what you're implying?
If it's happened once and quickly again, perhaps. I pray that it doesn't. I'll be quite honest on that. I don't think anyone needs that.
Hey, Nase.
Oh, damn. Yeah?
Do you think now would be a bad time for a dragon?
Hold on.
In this room?
Oh my god, please no.
You do have a hero point to deny it with.
I was trying to type that.
I'm sitting here eating my salad. Just anxiety binge eating, hoping to God you wouldn't say that.
God.
Okay.
Quite honestly,
all right. Alex, can I get a persuasion check out of you?
Quite honestly, I
right.
think it would be interesting for that to happen, but
It happens just as he's explaining and he gets knocked across the room.
Oh God!
He's like, fucking see what I mean?
that would be so funny.
Alright.
But persuasion
No,
check?
I think there's a better
Not
time
horrible.
for something uncanny like that to happen.
Good work, Alex. You don't suck.
Okay. The chief officer stares at you for a few moments. And what would you be asking for in exchange for this permission that you're asking?
We would like our friend Navi to be pardoned for suspicion.
And for those perceived sorry, I need two words. And for our friend here to have the chance to get registered as a mage at the very least.
Which friend? The Navi that we just captured here, or your silent friend over here?
If
I
possible,
think I'd say in general, both of them really.
if possible, both.
Chief?
Well, considering your unique experiences, I don't believe that this is an offer we can afford to turn down. Don't make me regret it.
Alex looks at Masca.
I would roll to see if I give you puppy dog eyes or, well, baby dragon eyes.
Wait, what's happening?
Let me finish. He looks at Cecily, Ariel, and Navi, and he's like, yes.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought I did something wrong for
Honestly,
not talking.
I think now would be a good time for that mishap to happen.
Yeah, see? If
Now
that,
that-
like...
now
that-
that-
that- yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, if it awkwardly happens, he's like, see what I mean?
So it's just like,
She needs help.
but
And your lot's the best place to do it.
But here's the thing. A bunch of you guys are gonna get smashed by, like, a dragon wing tail.
That's fine.
More tail.
honestly, Han, it's part of the fun of this whole thing.
I just feel bad because one of the policemen's gonna get thwacked into a wall.
Oh boy, time for dodge.
All right, everyone, dodge!
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it everyone,
I
including the chief officer, or is she
think
safe?
well, first off, Chief Officer is going to be safe, but I think the officers themselves probably end up getting a little beeping happening on their sidearms kind of thing, as as
rustling.
like a magical buildup is occurring right in front of them, like,
They peg it into the side room.
get out of the way,
Oh,
and then
I'll take
Cecily-
their warning and get
and
out of the
then,
way
and then suddenly she boop.
Okay.
Cecily,
Since
luckily
they started doing that before she did,
You guys get a chance to react. So, for that reaction, I'm gonna want athletics checks from you all,
Oh.
Okay.
swag.
including Navi.
Alright then. Wow, that was better than the dodge check.
Kevin! Yeah!
Nice.
Oh my
Okay,
God, these
I'ma
are
pick up
part
All
of
right.
it.
So, you three actually managed to not get hit by a tail or a claw or anything like that. You guys, Masca barely manages it, but Navi's not feeling too well,
Yeah,
and
buddy.
she kind of gets.
She's still shaking off revival sickness or whatever the hell.
Okay.
So she ends up landing on her ass.
Oh,
Num
geez.
num, buddy. With my thing, I assist.
Okay,
Okay,
Yes.
okay, Alex grabs Navi and pulls her out of the way too.
Yes!
Chief Officer Catherine is just staring up at this dragon. Well,
And
that
what's
would
the
explain
dragon?
a lot.
Ariel, in the meantime, is looking, again, mortified, and she's just shaking. She's afraid now. Like, she doesn't want to get caught. She doesn't want to get in trouble. She doesn't want to get detained. Like, all this stuff is rushing into her mind, like, of what she's been told about these guys. Like, she feels like she just blew everything.
Yeah, and from what Alex and Co have been told, dragons are rare here anyway.
Yeah, dragons are rare on Earth, period.
Yeah, exactly. So
All
he's putting forward the fact that a fucking dragon treads. He's like, see what I mean? This alone is a rarity.
More of this is going to be arriving in Iraq.
It's possible.
Again, I'd rather hope not. Well, as lovely as she is.
Considering that Iriel is freaking out, can Cecily at least try to calm her?
Yeah.
Alright. Do I need to roll that, or
it would be persuasion versus insight, right, Nov?
I believe so.
Oh boy!
So I'll roll her
Cecily's
insight.
Cecily's persuasion.
Oh, right, Haunter. So we started implementing a new feature for the sessions.
Okay.
Where there are 3 skill checks that Niv and I will roll for your characters.
Mm-hmm.
Perception checks, insight checks, and investigation checks.
Makes sense.
Alright, so Ariel's insight.
Go ahead and roll my
Yeah,
persuasion.
roll your persuasion.
Alright. This probably won't work, but ha!
Also, if you hear noises in the background, Tim is
Okay.
here.
You managed to calm that dragon down. Mostly based on the fact that Catherine is not freaking the fuck out or anything. She's reacting pretty calmly to this.
Yay!
Hooray!
Don't worry, Iriel. Nothing bad's going to happen.
I'd like to add one caveat to your condition.
Yes.
Oh, yeah?
Help her learn to control that.
Oh, please believe me, we do want to do that for her sake most of all.
It's definitely on her to-do list.
Look at her, she's shaking.
Well, she was shaking. She's not now that she's been calmed down. Now she's just got her head in between her front feet, kind of still embarrassed.
It's just as awkward as it is for us, you know.
She looked like a puppy.
Yeah, if a puppy had giant wings and was 20 feet tall.
And waxed everything with her tail and said wings.
Yeah. Wait, no, dogs do that anyway.
Oh my god, they really do that.
Just as long as she doesn't go and try to flop into anybody's lap or against their sides when they're sitting, you guys should be good and alive.
You're gonna have personal experience with that as your dog gets bigger.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Kiki? My big
All
old
right.
baby. She's already got legs for days.
Catherine lets out a sigh. All right, let's see what we can do about getting this whole thing set up and getting your 2 friends registered. It'll certainly be odd to register someone who's not a mage, but what can you do, I suppose?
The odd.
Thank you very much, Miss Catherine.
All right. So,
Much appreciated, ma'am.
I think we're going to just call it for now. You guys have started, I guess, a new division inside,
Nailed it!
inside the police force at this point.
How many PowerPoints is this going to be, Nase?
I'm going to say 2 for this one.
All right, and those of you with the benefit of registered mage, feel free to add on to the description of that you're now part of a special magical division thingy.
So basically,
And-
use at least one of those points for the benefit.
those of you who aren't already a registered mage,
Use
Get
both
that.
those PowerPoints.
Division.
So wait, we have to use a 1 hero point?
those of you who have already spent it, no.
No. Alright.
But the ones who have
AKA Iriel and incidentally Navi.
Right, Navi's NPC, so PowerPoints don't matter. But
what do we call it? It's just a special division under the description.
I want to say like dimensional breach force or something like that. A dimensional breach task force or something. Because quite honestly, that's essentially what you guys are going to be tasked with. All those little and any kind of so dimensional breach force and minor, and you work as an affiliation with the minor crimes division because you did request for that.
Yeah.
Okay. So add that as an advantage.
Essentially, and if you want, you don't have to.
Are we adding it to the benefit?
That is the benefit. The benefit is your essentially police license.
Okay, so that's another Powie point?
Yeah, well, that...
Is that another PowerPoint, or is that an extension of the registered mage benefit that's just being changed
that would
and
be
updated?
That would be another PowerPoint expenditure, because the registered mage one is basically saying, hey, I can use magic. This one's saying, hey, I'm a police officer.
All right. So Iriel is going to need to spend 2 PowerPoints on that.
That's
the
main reason why I'm giving 2 PowerPoints this session.
Yeah.
Okay, benefit police.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask if I should only get 1 just because I came in so late.
No, you get the 2.
Everyone gets the same amount of PowerPoints per session.
Okay.
So the full name is...
Shower, god damn it. Sorry, you're going to hear noises from my background.
It's alright.
No worries.
So,
yes?
I'm going to mute myself.
Yes, Jack?
Jack.
I'm here.
What were you saying?
Dimension Breach Force and Minor Crime Division.
Yeah, basically. That's what the one PowerPoint's going to be spent on.
Dimension Police Force and Crime Division.
The Small Crimes Division.
I've just called it the what did I call it again? I just called it Special Division to save typing effort.
Yeah, okay. Let's see if we can make an abbreviation because governments love their abbreviations.
Benefits, Special Division.
D.
Yep.
I.
DBTF.
DIS. C. Oh, that's a disc. Okay. Dimensional Investigation, Small Crimes. And Small Crimes Division is essentially what you are.
Yay.
Disc.
Disc Division is what you are.
Yes.
Okay.
Or disc unit.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Alright. Shit needs to be illegal as fuck. I forgot I wrote that down.
Official police license.
I love how this group is now officially working for the cops, and Gates' group is just the worst people.
Oh god,
they made a dimensional shit shield. I bet you Zealous Terminator is going to be the fault of what face. Swear to God.
How is Gate gonna feel when we tell him that?
Oh, he'll find out.
We could tell him right now.
Gate! They're police officers!
Are they? Oh yeah, they are back in Salt.
Alright, well, thank you guys so much for joining us.
Hope you enjoyed our misadventures in Araku.
This is Howley.
I'm Nase.
I'm Hanks.
Oh yeah, no, Monster.
I am Niv.
And we
have been Darren Yanni with Magic and Masterminds. See you next time.
Next time.